All right, Kenny, let's take a look at your paper MLA format first. This needs to be Times New Roman. This is okay, except it should just be 7 December 2016. This is literally the topic of your paper, so I want something a little bit more creative, and you definitely don't need a period in there. All right, so you start essentially right off with the topic. Have you ever thought about being a celebrity? Well, this whole paper assignment is to talk about what it takes to be rich and famous. Well, comma, now you can be. Seems like we learned that comma rule this year. So, well, comma, now you can be. You'll be on your way to fame and fortune via YouTube. Keep this in past tense down here. While some of the ways to becoming a YouTuber may sound easy and simple, they can actually be quite complicated. It just sounds wrong to put it with the ing at the end. The way to the life of YouTube celebrities guide. That just sounds awkward. I wouldn't name your guide either. All you have to do, okay, you have your main points. Obviously, we don't need giant letters saying thesis right here. And this is not a strong thesis. Remember, your thesis is a message about the steps. What is unique? What is the thematic element of all these steps together? How does that relate to the overall piece? So you want to go that route when we're talking about theme. All right, so first topic is your appearance. Having a good sense of what to wear around people can make people more comfortable while watching your future videos. So that's actually a pretty good topic sentence. So you talk about the expensive clothing. I notice that you don't have any kind of works cited page, but this might be a good citation to talk about, how much actual nice jeans and a nice top would cost. So maybe that could be an addition that you add in. No comma there. Starting out in a non-modern fashion will not get you many followers. There's no reason to put a comma there. So change that. But if you go bargain shopping, it won't be as expensive as paying full price. But again, specifics. So and then here's your wishy-washiness. Okay. Now, I know why you put that in, but it's almost unnecessary in this paper. It's almost like you want to say, being able to do your makeup well when you are a girl is essential. Now, you just said it's essential, okay? But you can wear no makeup because every girl is beautiful. It is not advised. And then you go on to say, many female YouTubers don't wear makeup. Yet you just told me that it's an essential thing to do right here, okay? But most of them do, and they have a lot of followers, okay? So if you're going to say it's essential, then just stick with it and say, you must do this, and here's why. You must do this, and here's why. No one... boys will try to tell you that you're beautiful no matter what. That's a lie. You need makeup in order to make yourself more beautiful. Whether you believe that or not, Kenny, is inconsequential because I personally know that you're, writing a paper and it may not be your voice. So there's no real reason that you don't just stick with whatever you say, stick with it and go with it. And you don't have to put this because this whole guide is, you're telling me why I need to do this stuff. You already told me it's to become rich and famous on YouTube, so why do you need to put this in here? So you want to be able to color coordinate, but again, there's no real examples of what that might look like. Many people have OCD, as well as many people just like to see color images that are pleasing to them, such as what? Have this be an outside source. What are pleasing colors to people? Okay. Now, if you're going to add this in here, don't just make it a sentence. Okay. What does it mean to have stylish hair? Give me some examples, either celebrity examples or hairstyle examples, something that is going to add some details to that. So no need to capitalize step. While step 1 deals with your physical appearance, step 2 deals with your comedy skills. Okay. So now we transition into comedy. All right. So now we're going to be funny. Weak topic sentence. We want to be even more specific with that. You say, although the channels are different, they all center on one concept, comedy. You mean every single YouTube channel out there has comedy in it? I don't think so. So maybe you want to rephrase that. And this would be a colon, since you're introducing a concept. Here's a run-on sentence that you need to fix. Now, but gets its own sentence, huh? I think what you meant to do was combine those two, so go back and fix that. But there are rules about being funny, semicolon. In other words, there's restrictions onto what you can and can't joke about. Rule number 1, this would be another where you'd introduce these, would be a colon. Rule number 1, you have run-on sentence here. Rule number 2, give me an example of this. This is a run-on sentence, and I don't know why do people really care that much about pets and making fun of them? That seems weird to me. Yeah, and you could even add more words into that are unnecessary. The R word and stuff like that. Don't swear a lot. This is a run-on sentence. Once in a while, maybe okay. Just don't do it all the time. You want to, that doesn't need to be capitalized. So this is interesting. Don't copy what other YouTubers do. So this should be a period. If one of you asks you to do something that another YouTuber has done, then you can do it. So really the rule is don't copy it unless your audience is really asking for it. So I'd be way more specific with that. It's your place to do what you want, but being funny will help you with your channel's success. So you're missing a semi or a apostrophe there. Then they are useless. This is a really good transition statement, so good job with that. Nice transition statement into the next one. So with this one, just be more specific again. Give me some more specific concepts there. All right, Kenny, so with this paragraph, again, topic sentence, topic sentence is weak. Being able to talk to people and have a normal conversation is vital. Why? Now, since this is a guide, what I would love to see is more like advice. Like, here's what you can do to help talk to people. You just say being able to talk to them will help you. Maybe even real life. You might have to help people through or talk to them about their problems. This has happened to many YouTubers. Give me an example. That could be an outside source. Being able to make casual and comfortable conversations is a big thing. You make it seem really serious about talking to people, but you just got done saying that comedy is the #1 rule for this. So I would think this is more about your comedic timing than your normal conversation. So I'm just having a hard time with this step because I don't know if it really does fit in with your real flow of it. Who knows? ? People are capable of tremendous feats. You still need a transition statement as we get into buying the equipment. All right, again, topic sentence needs to be way more specific. This is where I'd love to see some more specific things, specific editing programs, specific computer qualities that you need. Show me that you maybe have done some research, because otherwise this is just, hey, you need a computer, it needs to be fast. Like, that's all you're saying. Hey, you finally use outside resources, but one is an anonymous, which I think would be better if you just said people don't want to watch stuff that they can barely tell what's going on. You don't want someone leaving this comment in your comment of your video and then use this. Did you actually get this from somebody? Because it kind of looks like it. I don't know if you did, because you use another one later on that is definitely, I think, from somebody. Still need to understand what you're saying, but again, there's nothing specific in here. If you're going to use an outside source, you have to have a works cited entry for it, because I want to know where you got that from. You need to get a video processing program, not app. App is more for like phones and tablets. There are a large amount of different apps, along with different types of apps made for different, this is hilarious, purposes. You definitely meant purposes, but that is really funny. That's a really funny word choice change. But again, there's nothing specific. I don't know. You're not being specific at all with what we need. Okay. You'll still need on that suits you, one that suits you and your needs. But again, this is all just generalized random information. And then you can start your YouTube channel after that, which again, I'd love to be more specific. All right. Shortest paragraph and the least amount of examples in here. Now you start your channel. Now this is interesting. You just told me that the #1 thing to do is comedy. So why am I going to draw my art? Or, pranks is fine, but what about vines? Like, I need to be comedic according to you. So how does that all fit in? Well, comments up to you to decide. You may not get many views, but don't get down on yourself. You can use social media. Good old social media. Like, I would use like an exclamation point, or good old social media, comma, always coming to the rescue or something. I don't know. I think you could rephrase that. So here's a good voice, which is good at the end. All right, here we go. This is your conclusion. You just start with a thesis statement, a strong restatement of that thesis statement. You go through the remaining points. So are you willing? You are ready. So what are you waiting for? So maybe comma. You are ready, comma. So what are you waiting for? can give to the world of the internet. If you're able to become YouTube famous, you owe it to the YouTube guide company that got you started. So don't make reference back to your paper. I think that's a lazy way to end it. Try to come up with a different clincher, about the process, or I don't know, a quote about being famous. I don't know, something to wrap us all up. And again, missing an entire works cited page. So that is a problem overall. All right, Kenny, not a bad start, but we definitely got some stuff to do to make it better. So good luck on the rewrite.